Hello everyone. So today I will explain CSS colors. So if you don't know about how to use CSS colors like ingredient, so in this video you will learn about that. So in CSS, a gradient is a smooth transition between two or more colors. Gradients are commonly used as backgrounds instead of solid color or images. Instead of colors or images, we can use ingredients. CSS gradients are generated images, meaning they don't require any image file and are rendered by the browser. So a gradient a gradient is a smooth transition between two or more colors. So gradients are commonly used as backgrounds instead of solid colors and images. Okay, so that is gradient. Okay, so first of all, I will increase the text size. Yeah, it's fine. 30. uh, 30. Yeah. So first of all, in CSS, three type of gradient. How many types? Three types. Three types of gradient. So first of all is linear gradient. First is linear gradient. So linear gradient, it is colors transition along a straight line, horizontal, vertical or diagonal. So that is linear gradient. Now I will show the example of linear gradient. So I will use my VS Code. Oh, yeah. So in that, in HTML, I will write code for, let's say I need one div, and div is like class and then box and then another class name is linear. Okay, and then I will import link dot slash index dot css and then yeah, and then dot box. First of all, I create one box. In that, height is 200 pixel and then color is, let's say, white or wheat, and then font weight let's say bold, and then display flex. I already explained display flex. If you don't know, so you can watch in my previous video. In that video, you know about the what is flex and how we can use for flex. Center, align items and justify content. Center, and border radius. Let's say simply we created one box. So let's say 10 pixel, and then yeah. Now I will run this code and we will see what is the output. Why it is not showing? Okay, I didn't write any text. So let's say linear gradient. Okay, and then but it is not showing. Okay, it is showing. Text is showing, right? Yeah, I'm missing something. Okay, so first of all, I will give in classes in linear. So I will apply CSS in linear also. Dot linear, and then let's say background. Background is linear gradient, and then to right, and red, and then orange, and then yellow. Okay, now we will see output. See, it is coming. It is applying in to right. See, we can apply in like left also, but I am writing the code is to right. So to right, in that to right, first is red, then orange, then yellow. So that's how it is working. That is linear gradient. Now I'm writing second one. So second is radial. Radial gradient. So radial gradient, it is color radiate from an origin, usually the center. Okay, and this creates a circular gradient, like in circle, starting from red in the center to green on the edges. Okay, so I will give another example for radial. I will create another div, and then class is as same like box, and then radial, and in that radial background is radial gradient. If you are writing like radial, it is giving option like radial gradient, it is circle, and then circle, it is like, let's suppose purple, and then pink, pink, oh, pink, and then white. Okay, and yeah, so now we will see output of this. See, it is showing. Okay, I'm not writing here, that's why it's not showing this. text radial gradient. Okay, so that is, see, you can see output like in radial, you can see. And the next is next is it is next or last, like conic gradient. So conic gradient, its colors are rotated around a center point like a pie chart. Okay, it is like a pie chart. So same as, I will create one another div, and then I will give class like box, same as box, and then conic. Okay, and then I write conic gradient. Okay, and I will copy this class, and then I will apply CSS, same as background, and then conic conic gradient from, like we can say 0 degree, let's suppose 0 degree, and then red, yellow, and then green, let's say blue, and let's say red. Okay, so now we will got output. See, it is coming conic ground, it is like a, yeah, so it is like a pie chart, looking like a pie chart. Colors are rotated around a center, it is center, and which like a pie chart. So that is conic gradient. And gradient can be used for background border and text with background clip. Okay, and then with background clip we can write text, and we can combine multiple gradient using commas, like in background like linear gradient to write red transparent like that, and again you can use linear gradient to bottom also, like blue transparent, like that you can use. And so that is the linear gradient. And the next is like why we use, so we use CSS gradient for several reasons, mainly to improve the visual appeal and user experience of a website, like enhanced design without images, and also like smooth color transition, customizable and lightweight, useful for effects, responsive and scalable websites. So that's why we used gradient in like in CSS colors. So that's all about this video. If you like this video, so please share and subscribe, and if you have any doubt, so you can comment down. So that's all about today videos. Thank you.